how come I can't find any words inside you that apply? None of these words seem to catch my eye. Neither do words.
Hello. Today we are talking about dictionaries of English. The earliest dictionaries of English, the beginnings of modern lexicography, historical lexicography, and American lexicography. If you are unfamiliar with the term lexicography, it is the editing or making a dictionary. The earliest dictionaries of English. Throughout the medieval period, some writers, such as William Caxton, began to compile glossaries, most of which provided brief English definitions for Latin words and did not have an etymology. The word dictionary, however, was not associated with such books until Thomas Eliot's dictionary was published. During the 16th century, many words were borrowed from classical languages introduced into English. As a result, readers felt they needed an English dictionary, and Robert Cowdrey's Hard Word Dictionary, a table alphabetical, provided the solution. A hard word dictionary is a dictionary that only provides words that most people wouldn't know. Therefore, a hard word dictionary is not like our modern dictionaries that have an average of 500,000 words and describe English vocabulary. Cowdrey's dictionary only included approximately 2,500 words. Lexicographers like Cowdrey did not see the point in having extensive dictionaries that defined words that most people knew. He believed that people would only defer to dictionaries to discover the meaning of words they did not know. During the 17th century, more and more hard word dictionaries continued to appear. Now that we talked about the earliest dictionaries of English, we will talk about the beginnings of modern lexicography. During the 18th century, John Kersey composed a dictionary called A New English Dictionary, which was the first to include common words. Nathan Bailey's and a universal etymological English dictionary took Kersey's dictionary to a new level. Bailey's dictionary, unlike Kersey's, included about 40,000 words and was the first to pay close attention to etymology. However, Samuel Johnson was a lexicographer that cast a shadow on these previous writers of his century by writing dictionaries of the English language. Compared to the others, Johnson's dictionary was better justified, better organized, more consistently analytical, more systematic in its pronunciations, and in its definitions, not only precise, but often quite eloquent. Johnson was also well known for the quirky entries with his dictionary. An example is dull, not exhilarating, not delightful, as to make dictionaries is dull work. Next, we are going to talk about historical lexicography. Johnson's dictionary caused a big change in how the field of linguistics was studied. Sir William Jones, Rasmus Rask, Franz Bopp, and Jacob Grimm started a new field of historical linguistics in the 1850s. Historical linguistics compared to various Indo-European languages in order to try to learn history of words and language in the area. The Grimm brothers then made a German dictionary based on this methodology. Not soon after work began on similar dictionary for the English. That dictionary is now known as the Oxford English Dictionary, or OED. James Murray was the first editor for this dictionary, but others followed as the task took almost 70 years. The dictionary worked on from 1859 to 1928. Some interesting facts about the original OED It was 16,000 pages and had a total of 400,000 entries and drew from almost 5 million citations. It has since been added to a second edition that came out in 1989. A third edition is in the works. Finally, we are going to talk about American lexicography. The American independence created a desire for linguistic independence from Britain. Noah Webster, an American Englishman from Connecticut, wrote the first American dictionary in 1828. He promoted American English. The first copy had 70,000 words. The Webster Dictionary may have been the first, but it had faults. There was no illustration quotations. He ignored discoveries of history linguistics, but used his imagination instead. There was lots of room for improvement. The improvements were not made until Webster died in 1843, and the family sold the rights to G&C Merriam Company. They revised it regularly throughout the years. It's known as the Standard American Edition. In 1864, there was a war of dictionaries between Worcester and Webster, and in 1864, Webster changed for the best and was more favored by more Americans. There are other dictionaries created, such as the International and College Dictionaries. Dictionaries are constantly changing and adding words, like the word ain't, upcycle, defriend, texter, stall talk, and fun sucker. We hope you enjoyed learning about the history of lexicography.
Smart and charming, it's alarming just how disarming she can